Isn't it very interesting how active Stellar is becoming lately? But I want to connect a few dots, and maybe this means something, maybe it doesn't. You make up your own mind about it, but it's something that definitely has been on my mind, especially with this recent information Stellar just put out. You see, what I noticed, Stellar makes sure they try to stay as close to Circle and USDC as possible. USDC, EURC, whatever that euro thing is. Not that the euro is anything to smile about, because the euro, is it still at parity with the dollar? Is it still very close in value to the dollar? I don't know. I don't even follow anymore. I need to get an update on that. But anyway, they try to stay as close to Circle as possible. Pay close attention to that. You think that's not strategic? We've been building on this idea for a few years now. Now, Circle, for those who don't know, then we'll get into this information, obviously is very close with who? Coinbase, who has positioned itself to be the dominant crypto exchange as of now, unless something goes wrong. You had what happened with Binance. FTX is long gone. Kraken has some sort of issues. I don't remember what they were specifically, but there's something going on with Kraken. And you have Coinbase at the top of the mountain alone. That's also very strategic. But anyway, so Coinbase obviously has a stake in Circle, right? Now, wait, we're going somewhere. Just hold on a moment. Keep all this in mind. Like I said, make up your own mind if this means something. They put out, let's see if we have that tweet here. Where is it? This little bit of information. I'm getting it from Google. So pardon me, I got to scroll down a little bit. So it says here, this is from Google search from Stellar.org. It says, dive into seamless development on Stellar with free. They want so badly to dominate. I love every second of it. With free access to testnet USDC and EURC from @Circle's new DevNet faucet. And I saw Circle talking about this over the last few days. Stellar wasted no time jumping on. They could have taken a little bit of time. They could have moseyed on over. You know, pardon me, by the way, I got to get used to wearing this. This is not a blazer or a suit, by the way. If you look at how big the sleeves are, they're not too big, but do you know what kind of jacket this is? I didn't know. Like this, I got this years ago. And when I first saw it, I thought it was just a little random tidbit here. I thought this is for all of you who wear blazers out there and all of you who wear suits out there, right? You might need a little something to go over that. When I first saw this, I thought it was a trench coat, but it's not a trench coat. And I said, wait, maybe it's a long coat. No, it's not a long coat. This is an overcoat is what it's called. You wear this over your blazer or your suit jacket, right? So they make it a little bit bigger because of that. But I just had it sitting around, so I just felt like I might just put it to use. Why not? But the shoulders are so like square and puffy that I'm still getting used to looking at that on camera. It catches my eye. But anyway, let's get back to this information here. So yeah, you need something to go over your blazer or suit. Look into overcoats. Might run you a little bit, but they're very nice, very good quality. Anyway. So you can't say Alphanim doesn't share some information with you, but they could have moseyed on over. They wasted no time. Now, why? Just my humble opinion. This is not financial advice. I'm going to stand by that there is a possibility that the connection from Stellar to Circle, from Circle to Coinbase, right? And let me just clarify that connection for you here, so you know that is true, and you can look this up on your own. We have a lot of new people here. They don't know this. This is from Coindesk.com, and it says cryptocurrency exchange Coinbase bought a minority stake in stablecoin issuer Circle Internet Financial. Now, has that increased since this time? Will it increase over time? Maybe, but they have a partnership. It says the two companies also dissolved their Center Consortium partnership, which issued USDC. So this goes back a long way, their ties. So Circle and Coinbase pretty much are one. Keep that in mind. We're getting to the crux of it. I'm telling you. So now, let's move on here. Which, by the way, if Tether ever goes down, USDC would take over completely. Absolute domination. So that has other implications. Think about that when you think Stellar being the base layer of the new financial system. Then keep in mind what who was the federal? There were federal officials that were saying, this is about 2 years ago, by the way. You can look this up as well. And they were saying, hey, we don't need to issue a digital currency because we may be able to use stable coins. This is around the same time the BIS was saying something very similar. They had very similar verbiage, which I know now has definitely changed. There's a lot of federal officials and politicians going after stable coins right now, right? So things have changed a little bit. We'll see if they go back to that verbiage later, because what it seems like is they rip down a particular type of crypto, then they take it over, and then they say it's all good. Same thing they did with Bitcoin. Oh, Bitcoin is trash. And then they bought all the Bitcoin, made a lot of money. Then they said, oh, Bitcoin is good. And now that Bitcoin is up again, now they're going back to that again. So it's a rinse and repeat thing that they do. But anyway, so keep that in mind when you think about the base layer of the new financial system, right? I know I'm throwing a lot at you. My apologies. Then we get to this here. Yes. There are many possibilities. This is what I always remember. This article is from Coinpedia. Actually, they had it on a lot of different websites, different iterations of this, but it comes from John Deaton. It says John Deaton predicts that BlackRock will increase its investment in Coinbase. Stop. I don't know why I said stop. I don't know what that means. But it's just like an explosive feeling that I get when I hear that, of excitement. So wait, let's be clear. So BlackRock is shoulder to shoulder or congealing with Coinbase or trying to take over Coinbase. No different. That's what it means when you invest in something. You own that piece of it. You're expecting something out of it. You're walking hand in hand now once you invest. Period. And this is not a short-term investment. Clearly, they want to control a piece of the dominant exchange, or the possibly coming most dominant exchange on the planet. Pure crypto exchange, right? So BlackRock has that close tie with Coinbase, who has that close tie with Circle, who has that close tie with Stellar. And this is one of the reasons why I always say sneaky Stellar. This is a company they are equally as ambitious as Ripple and Quant, but they're so quiet, they're so covert, they're so, and look, like I said, this is just my humble opinion. It's not financial advice. It doesn't matter to me if you have any XLM. I'm a researcher, and then I come here and I'm a reporter. I'm reporting. But this is significant, but this is what it says. John Deaton predicts that BlackRock will increase its investment in Coinbase. Deaton bases his prediction on BlackRock's investment strategies and Coinbase's role in managing services for spot ETFs. It's so crazy to me, the connections that Stellar has. And now this is definitely a connection. Although it's a very, very light connection, it's still a connection. It says Coinbase is the preferred custodian for influential players like BlackRock, Grayscale, Wisdom Tree. Does that sound familiar? Another connection. So Coinbase is preferred by Wisdom Tree, that is also using Stellar for their Wisdom Tree Prime app. Are people putting these dots together? Now, listen, like I said, I'm just keeping this in mind. And they put Valkyrie in, and Valkyrie is involved with Coinbase. And the future is going to get deep. So I figured I'd just bring that to you because I saw that little, as I'm doing my research for the evening video. We will be back in the evening with a potent multi-article, multi-chapter video as usual. Right? Try to get you the best of the best. But I saw that. I said, wait a minute. No, let me get on this right now because that was interesting. So now that you have that information, what are you going to do with it? I know what I'm going to do with it. So until next time. let's get to the money.